So I suppose this is a message to Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, it's abundantly clear to me that you're aware that you're being sued by me. I'm going to say that again just in case it didn't, there was a glitch or something. It's abundantly clear that you are aware that you are being sued and that you most likely are evading the summons, which I've already had sent to 2 addresses, by the way. I've tried calling. I talked to the police in your city, and I exhausted the process of that. And I thanked the police officers, and now we have this lawsuit to sort of figure out. And I know you're watching these. I know that you watch everything, and I guess that's the reason why I asked the judge. And I don't know if he's going to approve or deny the request, but I'm gonna ask. I asked him for permission to serve you electronically via 2 different emails, like omnieris@gmail.com and mikeythompson444@gmail.com. I mean, like, this is the only way I have. I know that you're gonna watch this video, and I think that, like, it's pretty obvious that, I don't know. I tried to ask the court to see that you're watching these videos, basically, just that it's like it's part of your entire character, like, so it's fair. And also, I demonstrated that you know how to find court documents because you found the TRO, right, with me and Brett. You found that. So obviously, it's likely that you actually have probably read the complaint, and you probably read the documents, and you've probably already been through the lawsuit. I would say there's a high likelihood that that's the case. So I ask that you waive. You can go ahead and waive your need to be serviced or summoned. There's a document that I can send you. Or we can just wait to see if the court allows me to electronically summons you, in which case you'll be served once I email it to you. But I don't know if that's going to be denied or affirmed. In either case, I'm going to be uploading, hundreds and hundreds of images and video this week, as evidence. And you'll be able to see all of it and respond to it. I think the court, look, if you read the court instructions, it said, I put it away just now, but I was just reading it, and it basically says the courts really want a solution. I don't want to waste the court's time, and I don't think you do either. I don't know. I actually do think you want to. I don't know, but that's not the point. The point is that the court does not want us wasting its time. And you have been, you deleted. First of all, you took down all those videos. I don't know if you deleted them or not. Obviously, I have backups of all of the videos, 100% of them, and it's like either one way or another, it's gonna get adjudicated. I told you it was gonna be adjudicated. I told you, and you just said I was a liar. And honestly, that's one of the things we're adjudicating, is whether or not I'm a liar. Because of you, Mr. Thompson, we now have to adjudicate whether or not I am a liar. You're gonna have to prove that I'm a liar, and I'm not a liar. So I don't know how you're gonna prove that. But you are notified. You know about this case. The case number is 223-CV-03452-JAK-MRW. It's case 223-CV-03452 JAKMRW. Um, I've been recently approved for a permission for electronic filing, so I'm going to be able to file without having to. I don't think I think I will just be able to file from my house, and I have a lot to file, a lot of evidence and stuff. Um, and I just really want, honestly, like I should be able to come on here without even having to think about this. But obviously, I know that I'm being watched um, by specific people with specific intents and who've demonstrated those. Um, and in following with the courts in the spirit of mediation. Honestly, I'm not saying that we're going to be able to mediate the problem because I don't think we would. I think it would be quite difficult. I mean, just knowing your history of bad faith arguing, Mr. Thompson, I can't really see it happening. But I'm willing to. We can try, and then we can do the next step, which is going to be the court mediation program, the ADR, and then we can do the next step. If that doesn't work, then we'll do the next step, which is trial by a jury or a judge. I believe those are the two. And at one of these is going to happen. It's already a fact that all of your streams and lots of your videos and lots of your images that you've posted and aliases. First of all, it already, I believe, it's fraud, Mr. Thompson, when you go under aliases with the intention of deceiving or duping. That's, I'm fairly certain, an infraction, and I didn't even put that in the complaint that I filed. I literally was exhausted. And I will put that in the amended complaint. So there's no lack of evidence or for me to, in good faith, bring up. Um, Honestly, it seriously sucks because I have to do this in order to take my life back because I literally can't continue living without this being addressed, and nobody would address it. And now it's being addressed in the courts, and the courts have found that I have due cause for a trial. They didn't dismiss it. It's happening. It's all, and you're being summoned, and the more bad faith that I think that you demonstrate for the court, the more bad faith the court's going to have in you. They're not going to have faith in you, so they're not going to believe you. It's one thing if I don't believe you. It's another thing if the judge and the court systems don't believe you. That's my personal opinion. And it's because of what I've been going through, and I filed those lawsuits. Like I've done a little bit of diligence, and I've done a lot of diligence. I've researched. I know what I'm doing to some degree, and I'm also listening to the judge, and listening to the courts and the clerk and everyone. And you have to listen to what they're saying and what they're doing, and you have to behave, and you have to. But like, I don't know. Did you just not answer the door when the summons guy came to serve you? In that case, it's just, I think it's fair that this video and the prior video could possibly be served as a summons, because Mr. Thompson, in your own words, you watch everything I do. Frankly, Mr. Thompson, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how a court will react to your channels. Frankly, just for me, I have hundreds, if not thousands, of images. And you have to remember that I frankly don't I don't see this going well for you, Mr. Thompson. It doesn't. It's if just in terms of the bad faith arguing you've done in the past, it's not really gonna. I don't know. I'm not the judge, but I don't think it's gonna be very healthy in a court room. to act that way, to even be so insulting, as you were when I told you you were being sued, and then uh, you were under I guess, a username Kierkegaard, and you said it's me, Michael, and then you called me a liar, and then I told you, I showed you court documents, I believe, and I probably told you the case number, and I think that if you want to think about that dynamic uh, as a way to understand the situation, you realize Michael was calling me a liar when I have the court filed documents and lawsuit in my hand. But he says I'm lying about it. But it's not, it's like impossible because I'm looking right at it and I have the case number. And here's another document from the court. So Mr. Thompson flippantly declared that I was lying, basically, without actually thinking that maybe I wasn't. And I think that you should have at least considered that I wasn't lying before you just go saying that I'm lying. And what else have you said I've lied about that I wasn't lying about? What have I lied about, actually? What is it that I've lied about? Nothing. I honestly am so certain that I don't lie that I'm taking you to court partly because you called me a liar and you tried to brand me a liar, and it's not going to stand because I'm not a liar. That's one thing I'm not, Mr. Thompson. I am so serious about the lawsuit. I will show you the lawsuit. It's not like you can look it up. You can look up the lawsuit. And in fact, you type in Todd Michael Schultz versus Michael C. Thompson. I'll write it in the live chat. I mean, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I can't even use I can't really use this live stream I understand now that it's subsumed with predators that are watching it all the time. And I know that I have no protection. So I know that at any time, people could just come in and start harassing me. And I know that they're probably going to be using my words to defame me, which you can do. It's just called context. I've not lied. Honestly, I told you I was going to sue you, and I was not ever making a threat. I was telling you that you were violating my rights, and that I was going to that I had cause and a reason to sue, and you continued in such a fashion, Mr. Thompson, that I have no choice but to have this adjudicated completely. And then, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying thinking that, like, what if I did lose in court? I think about that. What would happen? Where would my life go? It would just be Mr. Thompson and his friends literally harassing me for the rest of my life, basically legally at that point. So I wanted to, that's a lot for me to lose. I have a lot to lose in this, and it's not money that I'm losing. It's my life. And I don't intend to lose, and I would never have filed a lawsuit if I didn't have a real cause. I'm not talking to you, Mr. Jensen. I may be referring to, but I'm not talking to you. I frankly don't know who you are. I frankly don't have any evidence, and this is part of what has happened. This is part of why You can't go harassing people with so many usernames because you confuse them and then you use their confusion to defame them that you purposefully instilled, that you purposely. It's just horrible. Horrible. And I intend to prove it. And I if you want to make this easier on everybody, I think you I don't you can email me. You can email me or have your lawyer email me. I would prefer you have a lawyer personally at this point. Um, to waive your right to a summons, and then we can continue the process. But I frankly, like, if you can't tell, I'm pretty much subsumed by this, and that's why I had to do this in the first place, because I felt like my life was basically being taken from me by somebody, and no, by a group of people actually. And the go and that's it. I'm not, further complaints will be filed and further defendants probably named, and there's already such a precedent that I can't speak to any of you in good faith. It's already obvious that I can't, and I can prove it. So that's where we're at. I just want you to know you're served, Michael Thompson, soon, hopefully. I think, so you're definitely aware of the lawsuit. I wanted to make sure that you're duly aware. It's filed, it's happening, and I mean, it's just like it hurts. It hurts. What you did really hurts.